Hey y'all. I don't know why I be doing that. Like, what does that mean? So anyways, I just pulled up in this Kroger parking lot and I need to go in the store. But while I got two babies, I'm thinking my 2-year-old gonna be patient with me. I want to go ahead and upload another video because I've been wanting to upload more, and the way life be set up and the way the energy be in the house with 4 children all day, it be a little slow. So anytime I get out, I'm excited. It's a whole turn up. So I want to record a video real fast, and this is not what I wanted to talk about. This is actually a topic that I covered on my business community page on Facebook that you can find at the Down to Earth Doula. Of course, on my YouTube channel, Becoming Mama, this is more of my personal space to share my triumphs and my woes and my revelations. Right, okay, so it's a personal space, but so yes, but I also just wanted to like cover it here, so if anything I could drive more people to that page on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk in this video about what a doula is, and I have some notes that I wrote that I did not look at again because I just want my delivery to be really authentic and organic, and I guess I'll just like glance at this and make sure I didn't leave out anything once I finish. So anyways, 1 minute 38 seconds in. It's a good introduction. Alright, you all, so doula, let me look at my notes, forget that. Alright, what is a doula, why, and the benefits? Okay, so here I wrote down what a doula is not. A doula is not a medical provider. A doula is not meant to replace your OBGYN or your midwife. Doulas, we are non-clinical. We do not do labs. We don't test blood. That's right. We don't check cervixes unless your doula just real cool. I could probably tell you how to check your cervix or whatever. But yeah, so doula does not deliver your baby. You know, essentially that's what mom does, but you know, that's what outside of that, that's what the doctor and the midwife do. So professionally, a doula is a knowledgeable, experienced, in some cases trained companion who's pretty much just meant to support mom and the family informationally, emotionally, physically, and in some cases spiritually throughout pregnancy and during labor, during the birthing process, and postpartum. So your doula is like, I'm just gonna deliver this real my way, but your doula is like your home girl, but she educated and she knows all about this. She knows all about this, and she got your back. One thing I talked about is how a doula is essentially what we had traditionally. Back in the day, your doula would have been your grandmama, big mama, would have been your auntie, would have been your sister, your mama, other people in the community. But it's like, because of how fast-paced society and the world, our society and our world is now, it's like everyone doing their own thing. So oftentimes a woman may experience her pregnancy alone. And the thing is, when you go to your OBGYN, your medical provider, they ask you, do you have any questions? But oftentimes we are just seeking and needing information, like especially if it's our first pregnancy. We just wanting to be educated about what's going on so we can tie one and one together concerning what we are experiencing. So your doula is someone who can help you with that and can like close up gaps, and can also help facilitate communication between you and your medical provider. Your doula can let you know your rights. A lot of women do not know that they have rights and that they don't have to just go along with everything. Again, we just expecting our doctors to have our best interests in mind, but this is America, you know, so it's just like birth has become a business. So your doula has your best interests in mind, and she educates you so that you're in a position to where if you are consenting to something, it's informed consent. And if it's something that you have the ability to not consent to, it's informed, it's a word for that, it's informed not consent. Like, you now know, oh, I don't even have to roll with that. So let me tell them, actually, I'll be without that because this will increase my chances for having my natural spontaneous labor and delivery that I am seeking to have. So that, or whatever. So yeah, so in many ways, your doula is an advocate for you. And she's a sister, like she loves you. Most doulas, they, like I said, we offer physical support. So say in prenatal visits, you know, if you stressed out, you gonna let all that out. She gonna be your girl. She gonna be there to listen to you. She may take you through some meditation techniques. She may give you a little massage. She may use the rebozo and take you through different relaxation techniques. She may bring you tea. Like every doula is literally different in what she brings to the table, what her niche is, and what has called her into her work. So it's many different types of doulas. In my work, I consider myself a full circle doula. I don't separate. I'm just a full circle doula. I help you out in motherhood if it's things you need to process in mothering. But there's all types of doulas. You have your labor doulas, who again are the ones who are with you throughout your pregnancy. The whole time that you laboring, they are there, giving you, showing you different, telling you, well, prior to your delivery, they will tell you about different comfort measures and different positions and stuff. Like I said, so it's a lot of information or whatever, but she's there with you, you know, coaching you and reminding you of your abilities, you know, reminding you of your ability to do what you've already done, and that's bare life, you know, up until that point or whatever. She's hip squeezing and whatever else. So you got labor doulas, you have postpartum doulas, and these are women who specialize in the care after you give birth, and they're pretty much there mothering you while you are taking care of your baby. They will offer cleaning, cooking. Like I say, everybody's different, so most doulas offer free consultations. So you would just Google doulas in your area based upon your need and meet with them and see what they offer you and see how they can help you, and just be open and honest and authentic and transparent to see if they really, you know, vibe, to see if you and her really vibe with each other, because this is a very vulnerable space and time: pregnancy, labor, birth, and postpartum. So you really wanted to be with someone whom you feel a connection with and are comfortable speaking with. And so like I say, every doula brings something different to the table, and it's lit. You have doulas you have abortion doulas, so, you know, just someone who will support you while you are having an abortion. You have lost doulas. That's someone who has experience with miscarriages and supporting women through their miscarriage, helping them process the emotions around. You know, doulas offer, like I said, informational support that can go towards like your nutrition, you know, and just helping you to figure out what you should be eating and what you are lacking and what you can do to, like, pretty much whatever you have need of. A doula, this a new word that probably got that became popular in like the 1970s, and it pretty much means servant. So like I said, again, this is what we traditionally had. This word doula is new, so it's just like whatever you have need of, like, it's out there, and you have people who are filling these positions like gladly, like it's a joy. Most of us, we feel called into this work, like we want to serve, we want to help. So that's what a doula is. So it's just like, yeah, so I'm just pretty much putting this video out there to let it be known that whatever we have need of, we do not have to suffer in silence. We do not have to be alone when we are alone. My first 2 pregnancies, I was very alone. Did not know, and around when I got pregnant with my 3rd child, that's when I decided, no, I need community. So because my driving force was community, and I was already with natural birth and whatnot, you know, my 3rd and my 4th child were free birth. So these are 2 children that I gave birth to without any medical provider or anybody like that, and we can talk about that later. But it's just like my thing was building community. So within my work, I'm gonna call it my practice. Can I do that? You know, my thing is pretty much helping women to build community and sacred space. And you know, I'm gonna talk about that later. But sacred space being like, I'm really dealing heavily with spirit, and I don't want to get too much into it on this video. But it's just like every time you give birth, you're birthing a new you. So I help women connect to their experience of whatever they may be dealing with, and going through, whether good or bad, while they're pregnant. Help them process that, and just connect with baby in the womb, and just really just experience and reap the benefit of the gift of that rite of passage. So anyways, my lips dry, my mouth can dry. Let me see. So yeah, doulas have knowledge and understanding of emotions and physiology of labor. So again, that's just that informational support, helping you understand the stages of labor before you get there. That's not something that your doctors talk to you about. I mean, they may talk to you about your centimeters and whatnot, but as far as the different stages and what to be expected and how you can come through it on top, I don't know that they're giving that, you know. Doulas can offer you perspective on problems, and I already said the comfort measures. Baby girl, can you please leave this air alone before I make you get back in your seat, sweetheart? Let me get ready to wrap up. So there are, yep. So pretty much the blueprint for doulas offerings typically look like 3 prenatal visits while you are pregnant. And they usually assist you in building your birth plan, and that's something I'll come back later and speak on. And they are with you while you labor. They're with you usually 2 to 3 hours after you labor, and you know, help you make sure if you're breastfeeding, help you get that together. Can you stop it? I don't know what you're doing. And then they visit you postpartum to make sure you're okay and have what you need. Like I say, everyone offers something different, so it's good to meet with different sisters, you know. They give you ongoing call and email support. So you know, if you just need to chat, you could just call them up, whatever you need to know or whatever. They there for you. It's love. Offer you healthy labor practices, comfort techniques. And while you're in labor too, they're also, like I said before, they're an advocate for you and your family. So it's like while you're laboring, especially if you're in a hospital environment, a lot of times, like I said, they'll be running the show. And it's just like your labor, your birth truly should be in your hands. So she would be the one speaking while you focus and tune in. She'll be the one speaking on your behalf and making sure that your wishes are respected, you know, especially if it's in a space where it can be and there's no life or death situations going on. Like I said, you have doulas who got specialties. Maybe they specialize in yoga, herbalism, massage, hypnotherapy, all of that. So do your research and meet with them. Take advantage of consultations. You're getting a sister. So some benefits of having a doula, besides everything I already mentioned, besides just being supported, is that there's evidence base. Is that right? Evidence base behind it, something like that. Is enhanced physiological labor processes. So that's a smoother labor. And a lot of times when we get stressed out in our labor can slow down, and things just don't go as smoothly as they could if we know that we are taken care of. So your doula is going to give you that sense of being taken care of, and like, oh, okay, I know what's up, you know. You're in the know. So another benefit is confidence and strength and ability to give birth, and reduce need for obstetric intervention, which is never pretty. It's what I wrote. So it's just like women who have doulas, they I'm sure I wrote this down, so let me just read it. Overall intent to improve birth. Okay, so women, I don't see it. Women who have doulas are less likely to have cesarean sections. They're more likely to give birth spontaneously without having to do a vacuum and all that pushing and all that stuff that don't make no sense. They have shorter labors because they are calm. They're less likely to use pain medication because they're not stressed out. You know, they're in the know. They know where they are within their process. Can you stop it, please? And are less likely to experience postpartum depression because oftentimes whatever your experience is in birth, that's like your, I mean, even in pregnancy, that's your foundation for shifting into motherhood. Baby, this is the gear. You can't touch this. Y'all 2-year-olds just do what they want. It don't even matter. And they can't stop. It's like they can't stop. They just keep going and going and going and going. So yeah. So doulas are mother-centered. It's lots of evidence-based research, there go that word, that shows women supported by doulas I already said that, less likely to have cesareans or other interventions unnecessarily, decrease stress, and increase confidence. Let me see. Another commonality, the overall intent of most doulas is just plainly is to improve birth experiences. Yes, because if you know or not, especially amongst the African American community, we have a higher rate of women passing, of infant mortality and maternal mortality, and that's women and babies that's passing, that's dying either in birth or post birth or whatever. So yeah, your doula is just like here to look out for you. So anyway, so that's it. Like I said again, I invite you all to find me on Facebook at the Down to Earth Doula, where I really dive in deep with these things. And like I said, when I can, I would think to come over here and share things here. But again, this is my personal space where I could just be, you know. So, oh my gosh. Okay, but thank you all for watching. Peace. Let me know what you think.